improvement since you assume the reins of governance of this country. Prior to your assumption of office, this district has only one functional health center, the Dafflama Health Center. 4 others, namely Bujupiri Health Center, Isa Health Center, Fiang Health Center, and Bussie Health Center, were all downgraded to chiefs compounds. But as I speak today, the then Isa Chiefs compound has been upgraded to a polyclinic since 2019. This is the first time of its kind in the entire district since its creation in 2012. The district can now boast of a polyclinic, and we hope Agenda 111 would be completed soon for us to have a district hospital. The other 3 downgraded chiefs compounds are back to their health center status. Another point worthy of mention is the Isa Health Insurance Office. Your Excellency, we are glad to inform you that we have now gotten our own health insurance office. We were under the Nadoli Health Insurance Office, but now we have our own. This did not come on a silver platter, but hard work and diligence. Your Excellency, we also want to say that there are so many chiefs compounds and other related health centers that are provided, we cannot mention all here. Roads. Your Excellency, under your tenure, the district has seen a remarkable improvement in the road sector. Last time I went to Dafflama, I was surprised the kind of roads I saw there. Your Excellency, if you look around Isa town, it has been tied. The highway from Fiang, Gogo to Isa leading to Kojupiri has also been tied. And even though work has stalled now from Isa going towards Kojupiri, Wahabu, Walambele. Your Excellency, there are so many other roads that have been opened across the district. We can talk about the Wogu Ploba Bussie Road, Wogu Samambo Road, Bussie Kamahego Road, and the rest. Your Excellency, to be honest, the road sector under your watch has been some remarkable improvement. Water. Your Excellency, there has been a significant improvement in the water delivery system in the district. We can now talk about small town water system dotted across many communities within the district, which include Jolonyiri, Jimpensi, Kojopere, Tabiasi, Isa, Wogu, Fiang, Bussie, Wolo, and many more. We want to say we are very grateful to you, Your Excellency. As you all know, water is life. We are saying all these things because we, the chiefs, are part of all these processes leading to all these achievements. Agriculture. Your Excellency, planting for food and jobs phase 1 has been a success. A lot of people benefited from this program, and we pray that the phase 2 will continue in a similar manner. We know there were few challenges, but we believed that was implementation lapses. I believe proper measures will be put in place to address them. Education. Your Excellency, the education sector has received significant improvement during your tenure. We can talk about the pass rate of BECE in the district. 8 years ago, the BECE best pass rate was 32%. Under your watch, we have moved to 42 to 44 and to 72%, and this is a remarkable achievement. Before then, Your Excellency, the district was having only one senior high school, that is Dafflama Senior High School. But now we can talk about Isa Technical Institute here in Isa, All Saints Senior High School, established by the District Assembly in Isa. Also, there is ongoing one at Bussie, which is under construction. that is Bussie Senior Technical School. Your Excellency, we were not also left out on your free senior high school policy. The policy has helped a lot of parents to educate their boys in senior high schools. The people of the Dafflama Bussie Isa district are grateful to you and your government for this intervention. Your Excellency, you know we chiefs don't do partisan politics. What I mentioned so far are verifiable. Example, Isa Polyclinic. As part of the team, I was part of the team who allocated the land to the DC when he came to us to request for land expand the chief's compound to a polyclinic, and I was a witness when the project started springing up. So that I'm saying is there feeling for people to see. Your Excellency, despite the global economic challenges, your government has discharged itself creditable. Your Excellency, we would like to appeal to you to support us in some areas. As a paramount chief, Tabiase is under my jurisdiction. Your Excellency, the road from Isa to Tabiase Sazia is very bad. It is one of the communities in the district that produces and supply large quantity of food stuff to the national food basket. Due to the bad nature of the road, transporting foodstuff from the community and its environs to the market centers is difficult. And I know it is part of your plans. The Honorable DC some time ago came with some people from the Department of Feeder Roads to take measurement on it. We know he is working on it, but it's still not worked on. We will appreciate if you can support him to deliver it for us. Your Excellency, the contractor working on the Isa Kojupiri Wahabu Road has left site for some time now, and I believe it's about payment. Your Excellency, I wish to plead if you could find something for him to return site to complete the project. Your Excellency, we know you are working to get the Agenda 111 complete. I want to remind you to hasten things a bit so that we get a district hospital. Also, the youth have appealed through me to you to get them ICT center. This is because they don't want to be left out in the digital world, especially in job creation opportunities. I would also like to appeal to Your Excellency that the chiefs and people of Isa traditional area want you to help us build a common palace and a befitting traditional council for the chiefs. The Muslim community would like to appeal to you, Your Excellency, to help them complete their mosque. It is important also to state that the District Chief Executive, Honorable Nadi Imoru Sanda, has maintained a cordial working relationship with us, the chiefs, and has always given us a listening ear anytime we require his presence. Your Excellency, before I conclude, I would like to touch on the 2024 general elections. I have observed that the 2024 electioneering mood has been activated. It is, however, worthy to appeal to you to endeavor to make the elections a contest of ideas, marketing of strategies, and how persuasive one can be to convince voters to one side. I would therefore like to use this platform to appeal to all the presidential hopefuls to campaign devoid of insult, innuendos, and incitement. I can remember, Your Excellency, when the District Chief Executive was appointed in 2017, he has been working so closely with the traditional authorities, and things are moving on very well. we can say without doubt that is because of this that he has a very good working relationship with the Honorable Regional Minister. His nature as District Chief Executive is such as a wonderful one, and we wish him well in his pursuit to the Parliament House of Ghana. Your Excellency, on behalf of my colleague chiefs, I want to wish you well in your quest to occupy the Jubilee House, having seen glimpses of you in political trade. If you thus get the mandate of the Ghanaian people, remember the people of TBI constituency in your development priorities. Thank you so much for being part of this morning, and may God bless you all. Thank you for exercising I cannot end this speech without introducing myself. I am now Mr. McBeatwari, first constituency chairman for MPP in this constituency.
Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness, Isana, and all the chiefs present, the pastors, the Muslim imams here. I have the singular honor, with your permission, Your Excellency, with your permission, to introduce to us some of the dignitaries that have come with His Excellency to Isa. We have Honorable Dr. Kedia Eura Mahama, who is the DC and parliamentary candidate for Y East constituency. Eric Bedu, who was a parliamentary aspirant at the Asen Central constituency. BB, Deputy CEO, Northern Development Authority. We have Joseph Kwayaja, Deputy National Organizer of the MPP. We have in our midst Honorable Lawyer Mujib Kele, a son of the DBI, and parliamentary aspirant in the last constituency parliamentary elections. We have Dr. Kanyiri, also in our midst, a true son of this constituency. We have Honorable John Boydu, a senior campaign aide to the flag bearer. We have Salfut Said, aka Honorable SS. You can be sure. Senior campaign aide to the flag bearer. We have Haruna Mohammed, Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. We have Al-Haj Aziz Gado, First Vice Regional Chairman of the NPP of the Upper West Region. Next to Al-Haj Aziz Gado is Dr. Susanna Alo. She is Senior Campaign Aide to the flag bearer. Next to her is Honorable Ojo Poku. He contested with the flag bearer and he's here with him. We have our regional chairman, Al-Haj Abdulrahman Abdul Aziz, known as Chairman White. We have the Honorable Member of Parliament for the London constituency, Honorable Ambrose Derry. We have the Honorable Regional Minister, Honorable Stephen Yakubu. National Chairman of the MPP, Alhaj Masoud, aka Shaman Buga Buga. Next to be introduced, Mana, your own son, who is a constituency chairman of the Dafflama Bussie Isa constituency, Chairman Felix Na. Your son, our parliamentary candidate, who doubles as the DCE for the Dafflama Bussie district, Honorable Imoro. Your Royal Highness, the Isana and your people, I have the singular honor to introduce to us the man of the moment, the leader and flag bearer of the great New Patriotic Party, His Excellency, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia. On this note, I humbly invite the parliamentary candidate for the Dafflama Bussie Isa constituency to engage the traditional authorities and religious leaders. Thank you.
Bana, Isana, Anem, the guitars and the Mlichem, the district, the man, the Mlichem, the Gusabiri, the Mlichem, Sala Bipolo, Isala Consafe, yes, I am Mlichem, the Zamina, Jayela, Fiayan Yatiche, Minana. Zawane te ida ndo koturo His Excellency Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia uopuri upurunga ezaba mbuko memba nanka yena mpuro yela yena inene bazabe kabungo peyiri kabumba nya yiri teme yena zawana ntaka we oko osere se unenya yiri ya bambo ko the New Patriotic Party our party the Pile alo yoni nampara the police station kiri tikiribe ogatiri electoral code etare awotiri constituency executive international hali awotiri the flag bearer nantikiri the flag bearer yazamba mo unwandi bulti His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia odewe our original capital za apurineba tel kaseku le bobio ala wa constituency même de ke nu nyatite gorona tnampie ka ti dando na weche ale umwale to ku memba wache zala ya balenga alika mbana awade ene bleza ne ayilla una wodina onem odie onimpo nana albenko akufado ba ye yeli ine angwane mbabo angwane ntizilafie de gara alonza awar ala tara aro se kala bo idando yo His Excellency yelminana nana adonko akufado asiresu ala zulla muye kuna wa abanu bino wule cheke didama keka yeli na bino unake yeli na bino unanyela ajora ajelo kure kuna oneya ana banana weyeli iliza amaya fili aba ina aba mebuki tijela chabanyela yana unanyela wa so alesun nantache na bare ko uwagiri yeli ni mine unanta ku yel kote wode en za tubo che asara manna zem ezawo ne abana bego liere awo yel kote tinane yeli ne mine unangwane unela kartesu na data polyclinic data doctor bunye zaba che ananga po tinye polyclinic isa apara ba wole ni bebe apo matora fana agabe bana warbo Ugabe, Mama Bafiro, and Bussie, and then we'll go assistant, Mumbambi. Say a captain, and now we lay it up and we didn't have Susan and Papa. Yes, I never swear on Max, who say his son, and then they look on trade, who really can't take a Azana nane alafu na wanga kende kambi na bibi anababa karida ndo wili aza bokora kan wo yele yaga awiri yele bile akida ndo nore na zene tekre ko mi yele apote neke za ya barka ali.
Thank you, Honorable Sanda. We now invite the leader and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party to address the traditional authorities and religious leaders here present.
And the representatives of the three other paramounts here present, our eminent clergy, the chief imam and the imams, the queen-mothers, I greet all of you. Good afternoon. I am here in my capacity as the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party for the 2024 presidential elections. These elections are very, very important for us as a people. There are two of us, two main candidates who want to be president of the Republic of Ghana. Myself and the former president, Mahama. We are the two candidates. Former President Mahama has been president before. I have not been president before. I have been vice president. But we have both worked, and you can see each of our works, and you can tell who worked for DBI in the last few years. I believe that I'm standing next to a very, very hard-working DC here in the Borough Standard. If you look at the work the former president did for our country and for the northern Ghana and for Upper West region, I think everybody will agree that if you compare that work with the work of the New Patriotic Party, DBI has benefited more from the work of the New Patriotic Party than the others. When the former president was in office, he had a vehicle to develop the northern part of Ghana. It is called SADA, the Savannah Accelerated Development Authority. Hundreds of millions of dollars were spent under SADA. But one of the problems we have is that we cannot see any projects that they executed in the 5 northern regions. I don't believe that in DBI, in ISA today, you can point to a project that says this was by SADA. You can't point to one. But if you ask for projects under the MPP, you can point to many. Under the former president's regime, we cancelled teacher training allowances, cancelled nursing training allowances. The whole of the 8 years of their government, 8 years, there was not one major road completed in the whole of the Upper West region. One, not one. When we asked them to point one social intervention that they have made as a government, just one, they cannot. And this is the difference between them and us, and between Mahama and Bawumia. I believe that for the MPP who are represented, we have done a whole lot over the years. National Health Insurance Scheme, we brought it about. When we came into office, we thought it was very important to focus on education. And this is why we introduced the free senior high school education. That our opponents told us that it will not be possible. But I said it is possible. And today we have made it possible. The students in senior high school, from independence to 2016, 60 years, we had 800,000 students. Today, after 7 years of free senior high school, we have gone from 800,000 to 1.4 million students. We are seeing just in 6 years, in 60 years, we had 800,000. In 7 years of free SHS, we added 600,000. Just 7 years. And the enrollment last year in the country for free senior high school was 500,000 students last year. But what is interesting about that enrollment is that the top 5 regions, we have 16 regions, the top 5 regions in terms of enrollment were the 5 northern regions. 5 northern regions topped enrollment in free senior high school, which tells us that poverty levels are much higher, and therefore our people want to go into the senior high school, and that is what has happened. But it tells us that there is hope in the future as more and more of our students are going into senior high school. We have also made tablets available for the senior high school students. Every senior high school student is getting a tablet, a free tablet with all their study materials on it. We have also provided free technical and vocational education in the country to help our students. And that is going on, and we have introduced STEM education. So, as you know, Bana, the Paramount Chief Officer, has said, if you look at education, we have really invested in education. And DBI has seen the benefits of that investment in education that we are seeing across. You see that we have implemented other programs outside of education, One Village, One Dam programs to help our people in times of the dry season to get them access to water, planting for food and jobs for our farmers, and they have been very, very good. The feeder road program that Mbana talked about, it's also something that we have done. One project that I took to the president that we have implemented is the Agenda 111 project. We are building 111 hospitals in the country, the highest of any government since independence, that we are building 111. In the north, there were 28 districts without hospitals, and 1 district hospital, and 1 was DBI. And that is why we are building the Agenda 111 hospital here. By the grace of God, we will finish it soon for all of you. We've done 1 constituency, 1 ambulance. We are doing so many other projects. So the point I am making, which is bears repeating, that if you look at the government of the MPP, and I have been vice president, and probably the most active vice president in the history of the country, we have performed better. We have performed better. choice that we have is whether we want to go backwards or we want to go forward. I believe that we should go forward. My vision for Ghana is to do a number of things. First of all, I want to focus on agriculture, because agriculture is the key to bringing food prices down in the country. We need to support our farmers, and that is going to be one of my major areas of focus as president. When you look at the data and examine the productivity of our agriculture compared to other countries like Brazil, like China, you will see that our productivity is low. And I have had a team looking at what we can do to get higher productivity like they are getting in Brazil and in China. For an acre of maize, for example, in Brazil, they are able to produce 10 tons. In China, they are able to produce 12 tons. In Ghana, we produce 4 tons. So we are studying essentially and we're going to implement some of those technologies that they are using in Brazil and China to increase the productivity of our farmers. We are going to set up super aggregators so that they can come and our farmers can have a ready market so that with good prices so that they can be buying. That for every region we'll be setting up a super aggregator so that there's an easy purchase of goods, of farm produce from our farmers at good prices. And that is going to be a very, very important one. We want to make available district mechanized centers so that tractors and other equipment are easily accessible by our farmers with supporting credit schemes to them so that they can have money to buy other inputs. So for me, agriculture is going to be a major focus of my government to be able to push up productivity. And when we do that, we will bring down the cost of living in terms of prices of food. Secondly, the other area I believe we can do is I want to see every community have access to electricity. Rural electrification is very important because I want to move Ghana into the digital age. To move Ghana into the digital age requires that every community has access to electricity and telephone network. Those two are very key to moving any society into the digital age. On the electricity side, one of the problems we have in Ghana is generating electricity with oil and gas. But I want to move Ghana away from oil and gas to solar power. I want Ghana to be dependent and reliant on solar power to generate electricity. God has given us the sun for free. And I want us to generate the power from the sun, and that will reduce the cost of electricity by 50%. And I believe that will help all to go forward. So electricity access to telephone networks across, I think will be very, very good for all of us, and we will benefit a lot more. I also want to bring the chiefs closer to government. The chiefs should come closer to government. For the longest time, I believe this country has made a mistake in trying to govern without the assistance of the chiefs. And I believe that I want to review Section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act to give a bit more power to the chiefs. So many cases go to court which could have been solved in our palaces, but they don't get to our palaces. To empower the chiefs, we are going to pay living wages, living allowances to the chiefs. We are going to pay living allowances to the chiefs. Currently, only the paramount chiefs get paid. They get paid about 1,000 cedis a month. That doesn't go very far. But inshallah, when I'm president, we are going to change that. We will pay living allowances, and we are not only going to pay the paramount chiefs, we will pay divisional chiefs, and we will pay the queen mothers as well. That will empower the whole chieftaincy institution so that they will help us, and you will see it in my manifesto, which by the grace of God will be launched next month. I also want to bring the churches and the faith-based institutions closer to government. You see the churches and the Islamic institutions, they do a lot for Ghana. They build a lot of schools, they build a lot of hospitals, and they look after people on a daily basis. And if you want to ask me, I say that they are our #1 development partners, the churches and the faith-based institutions. They build all our schools, whether you are talking of Nandom Secondary, St. Charles, Adesabel, Wesley Girls, all the schools in Ghana. If you take what the churches, Tia, Ahmadiyya, and all of these schools from other sects, if you take them out, we don't have Ghana. Ghana doesn't really exist in the form that we know it today. But we don't recognize the faith-based institutions as development partners in the same way as we recognize our external development partners. When our external development partners are coming to build a hospital, we say, oh, you are external development partner, duty free for you. But we don't say that to the church or the Islamic institution. I'm changing that. I am going to redesignate the churches and the Islamic institutions as development partners. We will see them as development partners, and they will get the same duty-free exemptions for their projects as the external development partners. And we will all see a lot more that will come from them, given that we are giving them a new status as external development partners. In addition, I believe that you have been hearing a lot about LGBTQ plus issues. The issue where men are supposed to be able to marry men and women are supposed to be able to marry women. I want to make it clear that under a Bawumia government, the practice of LGBTQ will never be tolerated in our country. Will never be tolerated. Our religions, whether it's Islam or Christianity, doesn't allow it. Our culture doesn't allow it. So we will not allow it. No matter the consequences, we'll preserve our society, preserve our culture. And that is what we are going to do. And we will not allow it. So I want to build a new Ghana where we are a very digitalized economy, so that we can create jobs in the new economy. I want to train 1 million youth with digital skills. You don't have to be in university to get trained. Even school dropouts, senior high school dropouts can still be trained in digital skills. They can sit in Issa here with a tablet and work in America or work in Germany, right from Issa here, because they are doing so digitally. And I want to give all of them the skills for us to be able to do that. So job creation, digital work, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, the creative arts, sports. We want to bring in new growth pools to create jobs for our people. In addition, I want to let you, my fathers and mothers, know that 2024 election, there's one outcome which is a foregone conclusion. The presidency is coming to the north. It's either going to be Bawumia or it will be Mahama. but the president of Ghana will come from the north, isn't it? That is the outcome that we have. But there is one big difference. Mahama can only be president for 4 years by the constitution. 4 years. He cannot be president for more than 4 years. 4 years. So when he's president for 4 years, he has to leave. Bawumia can be president for 8 years. 8 years. But if the presidency is coming to the north, once the northern president finishes his term, it is not likely that the presidency will come back to the north for a long time. Because there are 11 other regions outside of the 5 northern regions. Everybody is looking for their term, isn't it? So if the presidency is coming to the north, we also have to make the decision. Do we want the presidency for 8 years or do we want it for 4 years? 8 years or 4 years? That is the question that we have to ask. When I speak in my native Mamproli, I will ask, Tubola Yumani be Yumanasi. Tubola Yumani be Yumanasi. Yumani be Yumanasi. Jumbo Yumani, the Ultimate Dr. Bawumia Nemo Sanda. Before I sit down, I want to crave your indulgence because we lost our chairman, Chairman Kangbere, very sadly. We were with him one day, talking and laughing, and the next day he was gone. He was from here, and I think that it would be good and fitting and proper for us to have a minute silence for our departed chairman. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, leader, flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party, next president to be. And now we have come to the end of this engagement, and we will call on Pastor Prince to give us